Okay, I know you all are dying to find out more about the Speed Demon 2.0. First of all, look at this mess of wires. This is a hand-built prototype, okay? So the parts are really big because I got old man eyes and I need big parts and big wires or I can't put it together. The finished product, which is many, many months away, just to be clear, is going to be much smaller and look like an actual electronic device. How does it work? This is the same technique that the original Speed Demon uses, which is patented, by the way, but Mr. John Reynolds graciously gave me permissions to revive the design here. What do we have? The clear-colored LEDs are infrared transmitters. The black small devices right next to them are IR infrared photo transistors. Basically, when the bag gets close, the infrared light, which, by the way, reflects much better off red than any other color, which is why we have the red tape and the red bag, bounces back, and the system is reading that as a rebound, okay? And you can see there's multiple sensors. Now, in this prototype, there are gaps right there. There's a mux, which is used to multiplex signals, but that doesn't detect anything. The finished product, or the next prototype, will actually have sensors all the way around, but I wanted to test some of the basics before I got it going. Now, the other thing you'll notice, there's a hole drilled in the platform and there's wires going up to the top where it's an even bigger mess. That is the microcontroller, okay? And that red button is a way for me to reset it. You'll see there's a little OLED display there, and if I reset this thing, it's going to initialize itself. What it's doing is it's taking a baseline reading of the infrared reflections, and now you see it shows 0 rebounds. What else do we have up here? The microcontroller's doing 99% of the work. For the infrared signals are fed into that, and I wrote custom program that interprets the signals and tries to figure out the rebounds. Okay, what else do we have? In an experimental mode, that's a piezo sensor that generates voltage when things vibrate. So the idea is there's 4 of these up here. I won't show you all of them, but the logic can read that to try to estimate the intensity of the punch. So far it works kind of okay. It needs definitely needs more work, as does the rest of this thing. Okay, so now the basic idea, of course, is when the bag rebounds. See that? 1, 2, 3. Works pretty good at slow speed, but it's trickier when you get up to higher speeds and things like that, right? So that's what I'm kind of testing right now. But the other cool thing that I wanted to do while I was debugging and testing, I said, hey, it's really hard to see this LED that's over OLED that's over on the side of the platform, and it's equally as hard to see the debugging output on the laptop while you're punching. Wouldn't it be more helpful if it made some sounds, right? And that was an idea that's been floating around the community ever since the Speed Demon 1.0 days, was wouldn't it be cool if we could make this thing sort of an input to a musical instrument? So we have up here, that's a 5-pin MIDI connector. Again, all hand-built, soldered together. That is a very standard connector you will find on just about every musical device made in the last 40 years. Okay, so to be very clear, the sound that you're going to hear in a moment, this is not coming from this unit. There's not anywhere near enough power in this microcontroller to make sounds that you could hear over the beat of the bag and the clank of the swivel and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so really what's going on for the sound is it's a MIDI out. The MIDI out runs over here to some sort of a device that can have a MIDI in. This is our Turia MicroFreak synthesizer. Let me turn the volume back up here. And basically this thing takes MIDI in, and it is connected. You can hear it's making some noises there in the background. It is connected to an amplified sound system. This is another absolute must-have. You cannot hear the sound, the music, the notes over the beat of the bag unless you have a powerful sound system. This one's playing powerful, probably too powerful, but that's okay. So basically this thing is a synthesizer, right? And so with the MIDI input, as we hit the bag, That's a middle C, a C and a D, and it alternates. Very hard to hold this and punch at the same time, by the way. But that is how it basically works. And so look, here's the thing. If you don't want the sound, don't plug anything in the MIDI connector. Maybe the MIDI connector won't even be on the finished product. Who knows? We'll see. But that's the idea. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.